Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Voices of British Orthodoxy. I am Rita Lazar, of course. Today is the 22nd of May, as according to the old calendar. Where is today's? We got one entry from the book, and then we got 3 extra entries in the group chat. Saint Connell, also known as Cole or Conald, 7th century. Saint Connell was a 7th century abbot of Inniscol, County Donegal, in Ireland. There is a holy well at Inniscol dedicated to him. Nothing further is known about his life. And similar thing is said here. Saint Connell of Inniscol, abbot, Cole, Conald, 7th century. Abbot Connell ruled the monastery of Inniscol in Donegal, where there is a well named after him. He is the most celebrated patron of that region. We've got 3 other saints. Our next saint is, 3 other saints in the group chat. Our next saint is Saint Bofian of Pierport, monk martyr. Born in Ireland, 7th century, a disciple of Saint Thursday. Bofian, forgive any bad pronunciations, built the monastery of Pierport near Lyon, France. He was murdered by those whom he had bound to rebuke. His shrine is still a place of pilgrimage. Next up, we've got Saint Helen of Carnarvon, also known as Ellen Lude Dog. L-U-Y-D-D-O-G. It's 22nd of May. 4th century. Another feast day is celebrated on August 25th. So she's also celebrated, in August. St. Helen was a princess, the wife of Emperor Magnus Clemens Maximus, who ruled Britain, Gaul, and Spain from 383 until 388. When he died at Aquila, when en route to Rome to obtain recognition, his wife accompanied him. Apparently they stayed at Trier, Germany, for some time before travelling further. Welsh tradition attributes to her the making of roads, San Ellen or Ford Ellen, and leading a military expedition into North Wales. She was reputed for having to have borne 5 children, including one named Constantine. For this reason, she is often confused with Saint Helena, the discoverer of the true cross, together with Saint Constantine, Gestinin, and another son, Saint Peblig. She introduced into Wales the Celtic form of monasticism of Saint Martin of Tours. Saint Gregory of Tours records that Ellen and Maxen met Saint Martin while they were in Gaul. She may have been the patron of some of the Welsh churches bearing the name Helen or Lallen in West Gower. Saint Fulk was from England and lived in the 7th century. He went on to pilgrimage to Jerusalem and other holy places with Bernard, Arduin, and Gerard. Upon returning from the Holy Land, Saint Fulk and his... I should probably point out, Saint Fulk is our next final saint of the day. I'll start that again, forgive me. Saint Fulk was from England and lived in the 7th century. He went on a pilgrimage to Jerusalem and other holy places with Bernard, Arduin, and Gerard. Upon returning from the Holy Land, Saint Fulk and his companion stopped at Mount Gargano to visit the grotto of the Archangel Michael, going north to Benevento, present Lazio. Saint Fulk stopped in the town of Amnen, today Santo Padre, in the province of Frosinone, where he spent the rest of his life selflessly helping other victims of the plague that struck the region. After his death by the same plague, he was buried at the hospital where he helped the sick. When the hospital was destroyed, the memory of the Holy English was lost. One day, Saint Fulk appeared to someone who was sick and indicated to him the place of his burial. Thus, the body of the saint was exhumed, placed in a reliquary, and transferred to a church named after him. Today, he is the patron saint of Santa Padre. Thank you all for watching. May those saints intercede for us before the righteous judge. I hope you all had a very wonderful day. See you tomorrow for tomorrow's entries. God bless you all, and amen.